Guinness World Records inspires tens of thousands of people annually to attempt record breaking feats. Known for its inception in 1955 until 1999 as the Guinness Book of Records and in previous United States editions as the Guinness Book of World Records, the book is a British reference book published annually. It lists world records of human achievements and the extremes of the natural world. In its 50 years, the Guinness World Records has sold more than 100 million copies, making it the biggest selling copyright book in history. The only books that have sold more copies are the Bible, the Quran, and Chairman Mao. The Guinness World Records sells about 3.5 million copies a year in 23 languages in 100 countries. Even though the world's population has gone up from 2.56 billion to 6.31 billion, the latest edition of the book points out that there are some records that still stand even after 50 years. Irving Berlin's White Christmas is still the world's best-selling song. The tallest man who ever lived is still an American named Robert Pershing Wadlow, who in 1940 was measured at 8 feet 11.1 inches. The world's largest office building is still the Pentagon, completed in 1943 with 17.5 miles of corridors and 7,754 windows. The book story began at a shooting party in Ireland in 1951. The managing director of the Guinness Brewery, Sir Hugh Beaver, got into an argument about whether or not the golden plover was Europe's fastest game bird. He looked for a book that would give him a definitive answer, but could not find such a book. That is when he realized the need for such a book. The athlete Chris Chataway, who was working for Guinness at the time, suggested Sir Hugh Beaver discuss his idea with twin brothers Norris and Ross McWhirter. Both had been sprinters at Oxford and were running a publishing company and fact-finding agency in London. Norris McWhirter was the announcer at the track in Oxford in 1954 when Roger Bannister broke 4 minutes for the mile. The incident gave fresh impetus to the subject of records and Guinness commissioned the book. The story goes that what clinched the deal for the twins was their instant response when asked which language has the fewer irregular verbs. They answered Turkish, the correct answer. And that is how the Guinness Book of Records was first published on August 27th in 1955. After an initial research phase, work began on writing the book, which took 13 and a half 90-hour weeks, including weekends and bank holidays. Little did the McWhirters know that Taking Shape was a book that would go on to become an all-time bestseller and one of the most recognized and trusted brands in the world. Combining an obsessive interest in details with memories, the two McWhirters were the editors, compilers, and movers of the enterprise. In 1975, Ross McWhirter was shot dead by the Irish Republican Army or IRA on his London doorstep. Norris McWhirter continued as the book's editor until 1986 and afterwards as assistant editor. He finally retired in 1996 and was 78 when he died while playing a game of tennis in 2004. The book combines meticulous accuracy with enormous research. It goes beyond sport, engineering, science and technology, arts and entertainment. It includes the bizarre to horrible, the incredibly beautiful to the macabre. Readers have always been encouraged to set new records of their own, however ridiculous. All claims are scrupulously checked and authenticated. Today, Guinness World Records is a global brand with offices in London, New York, Beijing, Tokyo and Dubai, with brand ambassadors and adjudicators on the ground around the world. More than 60,000 Guinness World Records had been catalogued in the publication's database by 2022. The international franchise now extends beyond print to many television series and museums. The popularity of the franchise has resulted in Guinness World Records becoming the primary international source for cataloguing and verification of a huge number of world records. Around the world, the organization employs adjudicators to verify the authenticity of the setting and breaking of records. Following a series of owners, the franchise is now owned by the Jim Pattison Group since 2008. Since 2008, Guinness World Records has oriented its business model toward inventing new world records as publicity stunts for companies and individuals, which has attracted criticism. That was all about Guinness World Records. If you like the information, like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to In Depth.